Hey guys, Nick here. I've got to rebuild my coils in my vape today, and I thought that'd be a good opportunity to sit down and explain why I vape. It's been a long time since I've actually done this, if I'm honest. I've been using tanks for the longest time, probably at least the last year. I haven't dripped in quite a while, so I broke my most recent tank, which was actually a really good one. I enjoyed it. It worked really well. Didn't give me too many dramas. But I smashed the glass and I don't have any more tank glass to put around it, so I've gone back to the dripper. That's not helpful. The inconvenient thing about using a dripper is that, of course, you have to rebuild it every now and then. I don't specifically have to rebuild this one, but I don't know if that's going to focus even, but it's not so bad. But it is a probably year-old coil. So anyway, I guess the important question is, why do I vape? Well, initially it started out as an option to quit smoking, which, in May of 2015, I decided I wanted to do. And amazingly it worked. I haven't really smoked since then. I mean, I've had the occasional cigarette, of course, but most of the time when I taste a cigarette now, it just tastes awful to me, which I guess is the point. Well, that's not going to work now, is it? I guess since I stopped smoking and started vaping, it's just, that's not going to work at all. I don't know, I suppose my health seems to have been better, seems to be better. I find I can run a lot more without smoking. Actually, I found that difference pretty quickly. From May to kind of August of that first year, I found that my fitness improved heaps, which was really good. And more importantly, you don't smell of cigarettes, which is really good. Especially if you have a wife who doesn't really like smoking. She never really complained about it though, if I'm honest, which is great. But yeah, definitely, I'm sure it makes life a bit nicer for her, not having to smell me smelling like cigarettes every day. I guess the other thing in those early times was that I found it was fun. It was kind of like a hobby. You could build a coil and keep it clean and burn it off and try something different. Then I just wanted things to be simpler, I suppose. It shouldn't have to be a lot of work. Yeah, I suppose you find a flavour of juice you like, you find a type of experience that you like. That's coming in. The type of coil you like to vape or that's easy to make for you. And you do that, and it becomes, I guess, just part of life. In the same way that smoking was. I mean, I didn't start vaping because I didn't like smoking. I started vaping because my health was starting to suffer as a result of smoking. A question I get all the time is, when will I stop vaping? I don't know, probably never. In the same way that I never really intended to quit smoking, I may never quit vaping, but then again, I may start finding that it'll affect my health or my life in some way, and in that case, I will stop, because no one wants to affect their health or their life for something that's essentially a hobby. For the time being, it's not hurting me. It's not hurting my family. I don't think it affects my friends. If it does, that's their problem. It doesn't affect me at work. That landed straight in my mouth. 0.19. Perfect. Perhaps I should burn it first. Been a while since I've done this. I guess the first few months of vaping, they're lots of fun. You're excited, you're starting something new. If you haven't tried it and you do want to quit smoking, look, it worked for me. I tried the patches, I tried the gums, I tried all of the above. Tried Champix. If you ever have the opportunity to try that, don't. It's quite awful. Yeah, it's not a good time. It makes you feel awful for a couple of hours when you first start taking it. Well, there we go. Coil's all done, been wicked up, got my juice in it. It throws some mad clouds for you vapors out there. Ended up sitting about 0.3 ohm, which is nice. Vaping that around about 5 volts, 75 watts. Goes good for me. Let's stuff the top cap on. I'll put it on that way. This top cap's kind of hard to get on. There we go. Rotate the old. Make sure that doesn't have the double one, that's the double one. So what I want is, go. Stick the old drip tip on. I'm using a glass one here, just cause. Drop the camera. Everyone's still there. Everyone's still alive. You all good? Here we go, see how it goes. Delightful. Absolutely delightful. So anyway, long story short, guys, vaping worked for me. It helped me quit smoking. It could work for you. I'm not 100% sure because I don't know you or what you're like. But tell me if you've tried it and it didn't work, or tell me if you tried it and it did work. Personally, it worked fantastically for me. About 2 years ago, I found a flavour of juice that I really, really liked, and basically that's all I've been vaping for the last 2 years. It's called Admiral V. You can get it from Vaporize in Adelaide. I get it online. I personally like the flavour. It's strawberries and cream. Yeah, this isn't sponsored, just that's what I like to vape. If you want to try it, give it a go, tell me what you think. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.
Jazz Club.